Hey everybody, welcome back to Intentional Carnivore. What's going on? See if we can give everybody a few moments to get in here. It's just gonna be me tonight. I just wanted to jump on for a little bit and chat, see what's going on. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Let's see what's going on. Let me see who all is jumping in. Just when you come in, just hit the like button and throw a comment up so I know you're here. I know you're on, and I'm hope everybody's doing great and shows up and has some questions and wants to chat tonight. So it's good to see everybody. What's up, Charger? What's up, buddy? Yeah, man. What's up, Lisa? Good to see you guys. I've been chilling. Other than Friday night and last Tuesday, I hadn't been doing a whole lot. What's up, Angel? Marnie, Peachy Pam. What's up? What's up? Everybody doing okay? Oh, I just want to jump on the chat. What's up, Paulette? Hope you're doing well tonight. Man, I've been kicked back, relaxed, working a little bit. What's up, Ketovore RN? Tennessee, holding it down. Steph, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see what's going on tonight. I say I've been chilling. I've been working during the day still. Haven't been doing a whole lot at night. So I told my daughter's not feeling well tonight, so she's in there. We praying for her, hoping she'll get to feeling better. And so you guys, I will ask those of you that pray, say a prayer for her tonight. She is never sick like she's sick right now. So hopefully she'll get to feeling better. I know she's in there watching. She's been texting me in the other room. She said, "Daddy, my throat's sore, my stomach's hurting." So hopefully she'll get over that. Let's see. What's up, Amy? Beth, good to see you. Shayna, good to see you. Good to see you. New York, nice. Oh, what's up, Jamie? We got people all over the United States. Probably some from the UK as well. I know they always in here. Susan, what's up, neighbor? You not far. Oh, y'all doing all right? Y'all doing okay? Y'all enjoying this summer heat? I know if you down south, down here in South Carolina, it is smoking hot outside. So I was out there cutting grass a little bit earlier after I got off of work, and man, I was melting. I can take the heat a whole lot better now since I've been eating carnivore than I could back before I started eating carnivore. I used to be so hot, and being overweight and in the condition that I was in, I couldn't hardly breathe anyway. So when it got hot, it was just miserable. So, but now, I keep the house usually during the day on about 76, 77 degrees. And then I'll turn it down to, about 74 degrees at night just to sleep good. I like it to be cooler. What's up, Carnivore Crusader? What's up, Mike? What's up, buddy? You doing all right, sir? Oh, everybody check Mike out. Mike's got his YouTube channel up and going. He's been investing in it. It's good to see it. I need to get him on here, man. I keep telling him I'm going to. There's so many people that I want to get on that, anybody that starts doing videos knows, or starts doing these things on YouTube. I swear, like you can't keep up with everybody no matter how hard you try. It's like keeping up with all the comments and stuff. I do what I can and respond to what I can when I can. I feel bad for the ones I can't, but like honestly, it's one person just can't do it all. But you try, Oh yeah, Don said, "What's up, Don?" Said Tampa is hot. Yeah, you're right, man. It's so humid. My uncle used to live in Tampa, and so we'd go down there. Oh man, it was hot, humid. It was like swimming on land down there. Oh man, what's up, Karen? Hope everything's good with you. Laura, Southern California. Yeah, you got Southern California. We all over. We taking over. I hope everybody can hear okay. I set this mic up, and so hope if anything starts acting crazy, y'all just let me know. I'll try to get it fixed. 106-degree index there in Central Texas. That's right, Texas. Ooh, man, I'll tell you what. Carnivore Crusader. I'm not North Texas, but actual temps 107 real feel. Yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's the thing. And so like even whenever I was still trying to get a lot of my weight off. It was smoking hot out there walking, but like there's something happened. You start eating carnivore, you start feeling better, and you're sweating. And I told Randy, the ground beef guy, that whenever it started raining, I used to love to walk when it was misting and raining, because I was already sweating. I was already smoking hot. So, let's see what's going on with you. Anybody got any successes? Everybody congratulating Charger. What's up? Let's see here. Just trying to see what everybody's talking about. Y'all talking amongst yourselves. I'm trying to hang out too. Damn, I was born in St. Pete. Oh, Charger, Miami is the worst in Florida, but Tampa's very close. Yeah, I mean, you get closer to the equator. Tim Cook, good evening, North Carolina. You're not far then. Absolutely. It's awesome to meet people, that live around here. Like I said, hopefully we can do a meetup soon, because there's so many people that live right around here in South Carolina. Somebody commented the other day from Charleston. And so it'd be really awesome to get everybody together. Anybody been doing any reading stuff? Any good reads y'all been got going on? I've been reading a couple different books and jumping from thing to thing. And I've been reading Atomic Habits. I've been reading Admiral McRaven. What's the other one I've been reading? God, there was another one. I can't remember. It's an audio book, but every once in a while, whenever I don't have time to sit down and read, I've been doing the audio book thing. Gibby, I started carnivore today. Wish me luck. Good luck. You don't need luck. You got carnivore. You will feel so good. I'm telling you, that's one of the best decisions that you have ever made. Stick with it. Even when you don't feel like it, stick with it. Oh, I don't want to miss anything. Karen said, I got to meet semi-retired Bob. That's awesome. I love Bob. Me and Bob started carnivore right around the exact same time. As if you watch the interview I did with him the other week, like you'll know. I love Bob. He's an awesome dude. Let's see here. Oh, it's so good to see you live. Song is good. Ask where you were going to another solo video. Yeah, I try to jump on here and do a solo video every once in a while. Honestly, I got so busy and stayed busy for so long, like every day, that I literally was getting just gassed every night. So I kind of like after the interview with Dr. Avedia, I started trying to chill out just a little bit and take a little bit of a break. So I did do the Friday night, our normal live every Friday night, which I've kind of committed to doing that every week, and I want to make sure that that's always a thing. Because I enjoy it so much. I love getting with those guys. I love getting with you guys. And so that's something that, I want to keep going. But at the same time, I can't help anybody else or, put any kind of content out that's worth anything if I'm not taking care of myself too. So I definitely got to keep that important up the task. And there's a lot of stuff too that I want to do. But yeah, I've been just studying, honestly, and it's easy for me to just geek out and get in the study and just stay there. Because I get to thinking, and that's one of the things that I really have tried to keep a main focus is my study time and my own, self-improvement, because that's going on as well, just like everybody else. So, because I definitely hadn't, I've come a long way, but I hadn't got exactly where I want to be either yet. So, but I've seen some amazing stuff. Let's see. I don't want to miss it. What's up, Lynette? Hope you are well. How's your wife's journey going? Can we get an update from Beth? Yeah, she's actually out with her dad and my son right now walking. So, you can absolutely get an update from Beth. She is doing amazing. I will tell you this. Hey, Mom, I'm a little busy right this second. I will call you later, though. Love you. Now I give her a hard time. I know she ain't watching me. I love you too, Mom. Yeah, but Beth, she's doing amazing. she did tell me yesterday that she has lost 16 pounds. And so she really didn't start it to lose weight, but she's lost a good bit of inflammation. She's seen some great stuff as well. She says she's feeling better. One of the things I think she told everybody about when she came on was that she used to get real shaky whenever she would eat standard American diet, especially in the morning times. And she hasn't been experiencing any of that. Her, thanks to you, you guys, you sent her that that spray and those electrolytes, and that really helped too. So she hasn't had any issues with that. I'm gonna have to order some more. I've just been trying to stretch everything and get everything together, but those are pretty good. I really enjoyed those, and I appreciate you doing that. But yeah, she's doing some great stuff. I want to get her back on whenever she gets ready to do it. She's welcome anytime to jump back in here. But yeah, I'll let her give any more details about it. Marnie, rereading lies my doctor told me. You can't go wrong with that. Dr. Berry killed it with that one. Dr. Berry's got everything he says is gold, man. It's good stuff. I enjoy him. I appreciate him very much. Matter of fact, I have been going through emails. I think I've got it narrowed down, or I've got it narrowed down. We've got it narrowed down, and I want to get somebody else to look at the stuff to see if they see anything that I don't see, and then we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, if I can work it out, get Dr. Berry back on the show, and then we're going to do the giveaway because that's coming up. So, and that's made possible by a lot of you guys. I don't mention it oftentimes. Kip reminds me whenever he jumps on and does it, but I guess I should mention it because I always forget to do it. I do have a store. I have the t-shirts. A lot of you guys know that. Those are available for sale. There's memberships you can join. There's donation buttons. There's an Amazon wish list to donate to. I don't ever mention that stuff because that's not the focus. I like putting out good content, helping, talking with people and stuff like that. But that stuff does help and go a long way towards the channel and helping it out. A lot of you guys have been very gracious in giving us stuff. And I seriously do appreciate everything you guys have done. Because it takes a lot to keep everything, the programs and everything going. And it definitely does help. So thank you guys very much. And if you're considering doing it, I appreciate you for doing that too. Michael 2021, Mike from New Hampshire. Hey, good to see you, Michael. Glad you jumped in. Appreciate you being here. B-Dog, what's up? Watching Ground Beef Guy too. Love the encouragement. Y'all doing great. I grew up in Georgia and Texas now. It's hot. Yes, absolutely. Appreciate you watching, B-Dog. Yeah, Ground Beef Guy, he's a good dude, man. He lives in a little bit lower down in South Carolina than I do. He's not too far. Hopefully I'll be able to meet up with him. He's a good dude, man. I've talked to him quite a few times. And that's what a lot of people don't see. Before I started a YouTube channel, I was in Carnivore Quest community, and now I've started Carnivorous community. Some of the same people, Larry and Cassie's in my group, and I'm in their group, and we work together trying to get stuff done. There's a lot of good people. You got James and Emily from Ready Set Keto in there moderating whenever they can find time to get in there. You got Courtney Luna's in there. She's a moderator. You've got a lot of different people that I have tried to bring on to help with different areas because not everybody eats carnivore. I can speak to carnivore. I can more specifically beef, butter, bacon, and eggs because that's what I do. And that's what, I apply to my life. I can't honestly tell you every faucet and the best way to do keto because I don't do keto. So I tried to equip and enable people. And my sister-in-law, Angel, she doesn't give medical advice, but she is definitely trained and has plenty of experience enough to give medical advice. But she doesn't give it on here and she doesn't give it in the group, but she is a moderator because I trust her advice and everything. So, I try to take good people and not take good people, but put people in spots to work with that I believe in and I trust and, that can give good advice and help people and people with a good heart, because that's how I am. I usually, if I really wanted to grow the YouTube channel, I would do research on those kinds of things. I've been told so many different things. by people who are successful at YouTube. You need to research your thumbnails. You need to study this. You need to study that. And that's all fine and well, and it's great. And I hope the YouTube channel grows like crazy because, you know, the more people that jump in and the more people that pick it up, the more the word gets out and the more people that are helped. However, that's not my main focus. My main focus is to focus on stuff that's true, that's real, that's raw, that brings good content and gets stuff out. And those are the things to me that are important. And, you know, so there's probably some things decisions that I've made that have not been, you know, good when it comes to YouTube. But at the end of the day, man, I'm trying to get in and help people. You know, that's what I want to do. And that's what I've been doing. Like I said, even before I started the YouTube channel, I was in the groups talking with people every day and trying to, you know, help see what can get them through. And I do a lot of that now. And that's kind of what's important to me. And so I appreciate that. P. McKesson, my wife and I are on day 32 and we feel so tired. We can't wait for some energy. We love your channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I guess I could pop it up. I am crazy. Hold on. Let's see. Let me jump over here and pop it up on the screen. I forgot that's why I got this program. I appreciate the donation. I appreciate you investing in me. That means a lot to me. And you guys just stick to the course. You know, you're a month in. Honestly, day 32, you know, you're deep into it. So it shouldn't be too much longer. You know, I think it was around the month and a half, 2 month mark when I really started noticing that my energy level had picked up, that my mental health had picked up, that I wasn't in the dumps all the time. And around month 2 is when I finally started getting so much energy that in the middle of a dead heat July, South Carolina summer, with it so hot it'll melt you outside, I'm 457 pounds out there walking down the street, lugging all that around. So, I mean, it's stick to it, you know, and stay consistent, and you're going to see it. I guarantee it. And make sure you're getting enough sleep. And that's one thing I did want to bring up. Thank you so much for the super chat. I wish you guys good luck, and stay in touch, stay involved in the community here, and you know, get in the Facebook group too. You know, the more the merrier. But absolutely, I can't wait to hear the success that you're going to have. But one thing that I wanted to bring up before I go too much further is that I've heard a lot of people talk about recently about not losing a whole lot of weight. And what am I doing? What is it that's holding me back? And there can be a million answers, okay? I'm not trying to act like I know it all. I'm not a doctor. This isn't medical advice, all those kinds of things, all the disclaimers, okay? But here's the thing. You get your diet right. You stick. If you slip, you get back on. That's a given. We know that, right? So once you start eating correctly and putting the right nutrients in, if you're still not losing weight, start going down the list. What does your sleep look like? Are you getting enough sleep? Do you have a set schedule? Do you make sleep a priority? What is your hormones doing? That's one of the next things that I would go to look at. Are your hormones balanced? Do you know what your level? If you're a man, what's your testosterone level? No, I don't want you jacked up like Hulk Hogan back in the day, you know, shooting steroids, you know, but it is important. You know, my testosterone was right at 100 whenever I started eating like this and had it tested. Low is 220, high is 1,000. You got to get your hormones optimized. You know, it's not everybody thinks, you know, well, I don't want to be taking, you know, testosterone, you know, replacement stuff like that because of the horror stories that they've heard. And neither do I. At the same time, those hormones affect so many different things in your body. The other thing is, what medications are you taking? Are you taking HCTZ? I was on HCTZ with my blood pressure medication. One of the side effects that I found out from HCTZ was that it lowers testosterone and raises your blood sugar. Those are things that you need to know that I never found out until after I started eating this way and was listening and studying and researching. And, you know, one thing that you try not to do is you don't want your blood sugar to be high, because then you're going to get an insulin response, and then it's going to lock off your body's ability to access the fat. So, You got to look at what medicines you're taking. What's your stress level? Or is your cortisol really high from the stress in your life? There's so many different things. Are you drinking an overtly amount of water, or are you just drinking to thirst? Water weighs 1 gallon of water is 8.4 pounds. I could literally go weigh myself, drink a half gallon of water, and I'm up, over 4 pounds in 30 minutes. It sounds crazy, but just please, whatever you do not let that scale discourage you and knock you off track. Nobody gets into this with the idea that they don't want to lose weight, unless you're obviously like the handful of people that don't want to lose weight and need to gain weight, or are happy with their weight. Most of us who get involved with this want to lose weight. I'm not belittling it. I'm not acting like it's not important, because I know that it is, and I know how big of an effect it has on every other area of our life. I'm not saying it's not important. I'm not saying don't worry about it. You just can't make it the focus. Focus on the process, focus on what you're doing, and don't focus so much on that scale movement. It's going to go up. It went up with me plenty of times. And I can show you this line where it just continues to drop. If you zoom in and look at certain weeks at a time, it looks like my weight is flatlined. I'm not doing anything. However, by the end of the deal, like you guys know, I say it all the time, so don't get discouraged by those things. Try to keep your head up, work down the list, and see what's going on. I'm already getting behind because I'm rambling. I love you guys, but I just wanted to bring that up because so many people are definitely struggling with it, and I think it's something that needs to be talked about for sure. Let's see here. Oh, where was I at? Charger says August. Let's see. Nancy question: what are your thoughts regarding what is that? Glyphosate connection to our fruits, vegetables, coffee, seed oils, and wheat. I have no earthly idea what the glucosamine is. Connection to our fruits. I know that I don't need fruits. The fructose molecule of sugar that's in fruit is one of the most dangerous molecules you'll put in your body. People that have type 2 diabetes, type 1 diabetes, metabolic issues, you don't need fruits. You don't need to spike it. That's what I think about that. Vegetables, why would I eat vegetables? I eat, whatever. Coffee, I do drink coffee. I told my wife last night I need to cut it out. Chafee got in my head and got me to thinking about it, that I need to. He said that last 5% makes a world of difference. And I had cut coffee out for 5 months and added it back in. So I'm really considering giving it back up and just going, back to just beef, water, egg, maybe doing some eggs, maybe not, just seeing how things change. Probably keep my eggs, but I don't think our bodies need any fruits, any vegetables, any coffee, any seed oils, or any wheat. That's my my feeling about it. I don't know what exactly other than that you're asking, but that's just my opinion on it. I feel like some people can tolerate more than other people. I feel like just because you have a certain amount of fresh vegetables doesn't necessarily mean that you're not going to see any success. Do I think it's necessary? No, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that's not necessary that a lot of people do. I think the closer that we all get to the proper human diet, the better our body's going to function, the more it's going to thrive, the more optimal we're going to feel. And, it's going to put us in a position for success and down the road. So absolutely. Charger, August 1983. Yeah, that's about 7 months after I was born. Oh, Connie, what's up, neighbor? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, I was actually over in Easley at Home Goods today. Not far from here. So I figure I run into everybody and at some point or another. Let's see here. Oh, Susan, I would come meet up with y'all. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely. Angel, good day. Give me absolutely. Stay strong. Terry, good to see you. Good to see you. I've been doing strict carnivore for 6 weeks. No weight loss, no cheese, no fairly only butter, no sweeteners. That's good, man. The the least amount of carbohydrates and sugar that I put in my body, the least amount of cravings I saw. Okay, does that make sense? Even the artificial sweeteners, stevia, stuff like that. Whenever I would, and I didn't eat any, but I did try. My wife got some of the Element with it's got the stevia in it, and I tried one of those electrolyte packets, and it was amazing. It helped my cramps. It did phenomenal. However, I was starving after I ate it. I was craving weird stuff. What is the hummus? Hummus is the thing that I craved. I was like, this makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm not a huge fan of hummus. I've never really liked hummus that much. But as soon as I put some of those artificial sweeteners in, all I could think about was hummus. And I was like, where is this coming from? So, whether it's, I don't know. I think it's a good idea to try to keep it as clean as possible. Whenever you put artificial sweeteners into your body, your brain doesn't know the difference between real sugar and fake sugar. So you're going to get that insulin response from it. And if you don't have real sugar raising your blood sugar, and your brain really, set signals to release insulin, and it drops insulin into your system, what's it going to do when no blood sugar's in? Your blood sugar's not high. It's going to bottom out your blood sugar. So it does have a little bit of an effect on you. So I would be, keep that in mind as well. First day of carnivore tomorrow, Amy. Well, congratulations. Jump on it. Get on it. Hope everything goes well and smooth for you. Ohio, what's up? Good to see you. Question: 9 months carnivore, but blood pressure is 190 over 120. Could it be low electrolytes? It absolutely could be. If I would probably get on some. I hope you're on medication. 190 over 120 is much higher than I would like. Then I would suggest letting it go, even if it's just temporary. I hate medication. I hate medication companies. At the same time, I do understand that whenever you're running around with a blood pressure, that's consistently up like that, it's not good for your body. It can damage your kidneys and a lot of other stuff. It could be electrolytes. It could be, honestly, damage that's been done that's non-reversible. I don't want to say it's something that it's not. It's definitely something that you need to get checked out and need to talk with your doctor about. A blood pressure that high, and it's not crazy, but it is higher than you want to let it continue to keep going, my friend. So definitely talk with your doctor about maybe even getting on a low dose medication is what I would do. But you got to make that decision. Go get some electrolytes and try it, man. That's the best way to find out. And try different kinds, whatever the case may be. But definitely get something done about that blood pressure, man. That's serious. Oh, Charger 15 years on YouTube, and I have yet to meet anyone in person. Man, you got to leave the house. You're always doing something around the house, brother. Oh. Wouldn't you like to know? I went to Fort Jackson, South Carolina for basic training. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to start carnivore next week. Thanks. See you. Absolutely. Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you for your service too. I appreciate that. I respect you guys. And we got a lot of Marines that head down to South Carolina for training. And let's see here. Mama Bear, I started dairy-free carnivore today. Congratulations, my friend. That's a tough one for a lot of people, man. I know it gets a lot of people with that dairy. I mean, it is from an animal, right? So, I mean, it's within our thing. So, but a lot of people struggle with it. I would do okay, but butter I've added a ton of butter every time I've done something. Like since the beginning, I've heard people say it, and whether they're right or wrong, I'm not going to debate that issue with them. All I can do is speak for me and tell you that at 457 pounds, I was adding 3 pats of butter to a fatty ribeye. Like when I say fatty ribeye, I didn't let the butcher trim the fat off of it at all. A big corner of my ribeye at the end of it was off the rib roast. The whole chunk was fat. So I was probably getting 4 or 5 to 1 fat the whole time I was losing weight. Plus my body was, dropping fat. So is that what supercharged it? I don't know. Maybe. But that's exactly what I did. A lot of people say you don't need fat whenever you got fat. Maybe that's true, but I'm just telling you what I experienced. So you guys got to try and judge for yourself. So what's up, Barbara? Hope all is well with you, Miss Turner. Good to see you, my friend. Oh, B-Dog, I watch Semi-Retired Bob a lot too. Yeah, Bob's good people, man. Me and Bob got a lot in common. We don't talk about on the air, but I love Bob. He's good people. Oh, Nancy, what are your thoughts regarding the connection between I have no idea, glyphosate and sensitive to fruit, vegetables, seed oils, corn, wheat, and as well as coffee. Like, I don't understand. I don't think about fruit, vegetables, seed oils, corn, wheat, coffee. Other than drinking the coffee, like I mentioned earlier. Honestly, I don't have any thoughts about them other than they're not needed. So, I mean, any question concerning fruits, vegetables, seed oils, corn, and wheat, even coffee for that matter, I don't have any more to say about it other than that. Honestly, it's just not needed. I think it's going to hurt and hinder a lot more people than it helps. And the idea is to cut as far down on the sugar and processed foods, carbohydrates, and obviously fruit definitely is off that list. So so is most vegetables, if not all of them. Seed oils, very dangerous, and there's not a need for any seed oil in our body. Corn, obviously, same deal. Wheat, same. Coffee, probably same. Chafee says there's 150 neurotoxins in coffee, and it's doing a lot of damage. So he's definitely smarter than I am about the issue. That might be a question for him. But thank you. Let's see here. Paulette, Metabolical by Dr. Lustig. Absolutely. I have to check that out. Thank you for the recommendation. Metabolical, check it out. That's somebody I'd like to talk to, Dr. Lustig. I was actually jumped into the live last night, or the call last night with Dr. Kiltz, and got to hear from Miss Lisa Wyman. How do you say? I can never say her last name. Wiseman. I always say it wrong, but it was pretty cool. It was an awesome time. I always learn something, always grow. Let's see here. I like the Friday nights too. I watch it. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Nancy Chandler, question. It didn't take, my friend. Sorry. Steph, what's up? Oh, there you go. Okay. What are your thoughts regarding the connection between glyphosate and the standard American diet? I don't. I think the standard American diet is absolutely hindering causing the biggest metabolical issues in our society today. That's why you're seeing a lot of people, the majority of people who are overweight, unhealthy, and have disease in this country. That's what I think about this standard American diet. Thank you. Pigeon main major stressors in your life, not sleeping. Yeah, that's the other thing. I didn't mention that. Thank you, Karen. Sleep. Make sure you're sleeping is great. If one of the things that I do, and I'm sure a lot of you guys probably do it too. You get ready for bed. What are you doing? You got your phone like this, right? You're checking it out. You headed to bed looking at one of the things that a lot of the doctors even talk about is, the blue light and looking at your phone and being in the social media, well-intentional carnivore don't do your lives at 9:00. Well, I agree. I would like to have them a little bit earlier, trying to make the schedules for everybody work. That's the only way we can make it happen. So I appreciate you guys watching, but at the same time, you guys jump in the bed, put your phone up at night. That's one thing that I got to do better about myself, and I try to make a point to do that. I really need to start reading more before I go to bed. That'll put me right in the mood to go to sleep, more than likely. There's my baby girl commenting right there. Everybody's praying for you, sweetie. I hope you get to feeling better. Let's see here. Susan, definitely take care of yourself, family. Absolutely, got to do that. I got to start. And my son just got his license, or his permit. My son's 15, just got his permit, so he's going to be on the roads, and that I'm not ready for that. And my kids are growing up, man. It seems like just yesterday we were bringing them home from the hospital, and now I got one driving, and the other one's getting ready to go to high school not soon too. So it seems like I just blinked and that happened. So it's crazy how fast time flies. And I mean, that's just one more thing that shows me that you got to take advantage of the moments. The moments add up, and before you realize it, the moments are gone. And that's why I encourage everybody that watches this, whether you're on here right now or whether you watch this 5 years from now. You know, you don't have to make huge drastic changes in your life to make your life end up in a different direction. It's little bitty choices over an extended amount of time with consistency that's going to get you to your goals. If you mess up, that's fine. People mess up all the time. I've messed up. Lots of people mess up. It's not letting that one mess up. Don't keep making the same mistake just because you made it. Get up, get back on track, and continue going forward, and that thing's going to be history. It's not going to hold you back. But, you know, don't get wrapped up in it. Take advantage of the moments, and you'll get to where you need to be. Did anyone else watch the live today with Dr. Chafee and Carrie from Homestead How? It went more than 3 hours. Yeah, I'm not watching. I love those guys. I'm not watching 3 hours. I can't do it at one time. Even 2 hours was great. I forgot to turn my monetization on. That's why if you were watching my channel, I guess you didn't have to watch any of the ads or stuff because I forgot to turn it on, which is my mistake, which that's how, I don't know if you're even supposed to talk about this on YouTube, but it is what it is. I talk about everything on YouTube. If you have a YouTube channel, you understand what I'm saying. You turn your monetization on, and so they play the ads. That's how you actually make money to keep the thing going, whatever. Well, nevertheless, I forgot to cut mine on. So I was just sitting there for 2 hours and didn't have it on, which it's not the first time I've done it, so it happens, man, but it's all good. Well, and the thing that a lot of people don't understand too is, like, if you're watching on the Friday night thing when we got 4 and 5 people on here, if you're on my channel, you can't see what's on the other channels. And if you donate to those channels, it doesn't go to me. And if you donate to me, it doesn't go to them. And if you're watching on my channel, it doesn't count for them. It's all separate channels. We're just together. So you're also not going to see a lot of the questions that get posted on the other 4 or 5 channels. So a lot of people don't realize that, or don't realize where those questions are coming from, or things like that. And yeah, I try to explain it some, and some of the others do too, but that's just how it works out. Whenever I started thinking of the idea to do that and put everything together, like, it was more of a, let's just have a bonding moment with the community and bring in people and get some people to do this thing together. Because for me, I thought it was really cool to have a handful of people hanging out. And so I've really enjoyed it. I really like doing it. But yeah, Carrie's just doing interview after interview after interview these days, 2 and 3 and 4 hours. I mean, he's a beast. Oh, the Carnivore Den. What's up, my friend? Hope all's well. Tell me exactly what you eat per day, breakfast and breakfast, lunch. So for breakfast, I eat 4 eggs that have been boiled, a half a stick of butter that's been mixed with the yolks of those eggs, and salt. I drink water all day, basically, whenever I get thirsty and whenever I want. And then I eat 1 to 1.5 ribeyes, whatever size, usually about 2 pounds of ribeye, with at least 3 to 4 pats of butter on top of it. Melt, I'll put it on top, put it in the microwave, and melt it over the top with some salt. And that's usually what I'm eating every day. Today, actually, I ate some pork rinds. If I get hungry at night, I'll have more ribeye. If I'm not hungry, I don't. I basically just listen to my body. But as far as like what I'm planning on eating today, or what I did eat today, what I plan on eating tomorrow, the general consensus is about 4 eggs, a half a stick of butter for about 10 o'clock, and a fatty ribeye to a ribeye and a half, usually about 2 pounds, maybe a little more, a little less, with butter and salt for lunch, usually about 2 o'clock. And then anything after that I add is just, I just feel hungry. If I don't eat anymore. So that's exactly what I eat every day. Lad, hi everybody. Good to see you, friend. I hope everything's well with you. Ashlyn, you must be feeling better. You in there on the phone commenting. I'm glad. I hope you start feeling better, sweet. I know you're feeling bad. Let's see, Susan. Yes, I watched Carrie and Dr. Chafee today, and Chafee's smart, man. He's actually coming to America. He's sounds like the movie, right? Coming to America. But he's coming to San Diego to do some lecturing and or something out that way. So maybe you guys have heard that already, and So maybe some of y'all that live out that way can catch it. It's a smart dude, man. I really enjoyed being able to speak with him. What are your thoughts regarding the connection between life, a seat in standard American diet? I don't understand what your question is asking. Like, somebody maybe Mike can explain that to me. Connection between life, a seat in the standard American diet. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to ask me, Nancy. I'm sorry. Yes, I had it on while I worked today. Everybody who watched that, that's cool. Awesome. Enjoying Ken Berry's book, Lies Doctor Told Me, plus all the books and stuff. Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome. I'm way back here. I'm like so far behind Carnivore Den. I'm 370 pounds. What do I need to eat per day? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Well, I don't, that's hard for me to tell you, my friend. I would eat, it depends on when you started. I would start off for the first month. I would eat 3 times a day. I would eat till you're satiated. Don't look at the scale, none of that stuff. Eat until your body gets full. And after about a month, I would start trying to move into beef, butter, bacon, and eggs is what I would do. That's what I did. That's how I feel like, I saw great success doing it that way. Is it going to work the same way for you? I don't want to make you a promise that would be a lie. Hopefully it will. Maybe it will. But if you start trying to regulate your portions, without getting full on the nutrients, your body will let you know when you've had enough nutrients. Your body is very intelligent. It's very smart. I would focus on fatty ruminant meats. If you can eat ribeye steaks, if you can eat lamb, if you can eat goat, if you can eat deer, eat those things, but you need to be satiated, get yourself satiated, get your body full of those nutrients. And your body's going to give you the signal, hey, look, I'm done. Like, back off a little bit. And you stay satiated more. I personally, what I eat, eggs and steak every day, twice a day. I actually did intermittent fasting. I would eat between, like I said, 2 and 4. I used to plan it. And I would do like 16-8. Then it moved to 20 and 4. Where I would eat within a 4-hour window and I would fast for 20 hours. I tried to do that. Now I don't have to try because I got so full during those first months that my body was like, okay, whatever. And then I'm eating fatty, ruminant meat, eggs, and butter, and that's it. And I'm staying satiated all the time. And I don't want anything else. So, that's what I would do. Honestly, I would like Dr. Berry always says, I would say the same thing, man. He always suggests you need to try, 90 days of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. I think that's great advice. I think if you can jump in and try that for 90 days, try that. It's an elimination diet. It's not a weight loss diet. It's going to get your body, it's going to start moving your body towards a metabolic health. And, it's going to change your taste buds. And like, honestly, once I started doing that, the rest took over and I haven't wanted anything else. I wanted to try it for 30 days. And I was like, man, I can do anything for 30 days. Well, after I got hooked on it in 30 days, I haven't wanted anything else. So, that's just kind of where I'm at. I would try that. The first month and a half, 2 months, I would eat carnivore, just make sure your body's just used to eating that. Anything that comes from an animal. If it had a face and a mama, you can have it, my friend. What are your thoughts about the standard American diet and the connection to toxic poisoning from glyphosate? Let me look this up. What are we talking about here? Why do we keep asking the same thing? I don't understand glyphosate. You asking me stuff for Chafee. Broad spectrum systematic herbicide. The herbicides in the standard American diet, we're getting poisoned. I don't have an opinion about that. I think the poison in our food is coming mostly from carbohydrates and sugar. I think that there's probably lots of pesticides in the fruit, in the vegetables that they spray on those things that we're ingesting. But the standard American diet with the sugar and the carbohydrates is just as toxic as the pesticides they're putting on it. Oh, Mama Bear, I popped in. What's up, Carnivore Crusader? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Prep for eternity, homestead. Awesome. I'm prep for eternity too, my friend. Every day. That's awesome. Matter of fact, I got some new books today that I'm gonna be reading. After I get done with the ones I'm on, I'm gonna be doing this, The Uncommon Life with Tony Dungy. I like him. And then I'm gonna be doing this right here, Exposition and Job. And then I'm gonna be doing Peter and Jude. That's what I got planned coming up next. So I want to finish the ones I'm on right now, but that's where I'm headed next. Let's see here. The Glyphosphate Connection. I don't know. Like I said, I'm sorry I can't answer your question. Beth, I'm okay. Not feeling the best. Absolutely. I know you're not, girl. You better go to sleep and get you some rest. Carnivore Den just started eating meat. Hubby and I will be on Homestead How 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at 7:15 live. Awesome. So maybe you're on there right now. I'm so far behind. Or no, that ain't tonight. It's already past 7:50. Oh, 8 9 o'clock Eastern Standard. I got you. Hope everything goes well. Awesome. Amy, you're inspirational. I appreciate you. Have shared your story, Emma. Thank you so much, Amy. I appreciate that. That's awesome, man. I enjoy sharing my story, and I like helping people, and I hope I want to see other people succeed as well. I have a lot to say. There's a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. There's a lot of stuff that I want to do. And as I mentioned before, there's a lot of people that have asked me. And so as far as the Bible study that I talked about a couple of months back, I still want to do that. That's definitely something that I have been testing out and getting in place. And I've been talking to people about how to format that. Because obviously, it's going to be a thing that's got to have some kind of structure to it. But definitely trying to do that. And if like some of the folks that have subscribed to the channel, you guys are going to get first dibs on getting into that, because obviously I can't have 5 to 10,000 in there, but anybody that wants to do that, jump in. It's going to go to the membership people first, because it's a lot of their money that's going to afford the programs and get everything in place. And hopefully we can have some decent people come in and take part with us as well. So that would be cool. Do some carnivore. I would love to do some carnivore, one-on-one talking. I don't necessarily call it giving advice or coaching. I'm not qualified to coach anybody. I can tell you what I've seen and what I've, over the last year with me personally, and what I've helped other people with in the groups that I've been a part of. But it's not like I'm giving medical advice or anything like that. Obviously, as I've stated, that's outside of my realm. I was a paramedic. I wasn't not a doctor, not medical advice. Oh, Mama Bear, James and Emily on Ready Set Keto are doing carnivore this month. It might be fun to interview them after they've been carnivore for a couple weeks. Listen, I'll have James and Emily on here anytime. They were on here once before, but they are welcome back anytime they want to come. I love James and Emily. They're two of the sweetest people. They can bring Noah with them too. I love them. They're all, I like I said, I don't do keto. I jump in most of the lives that I can with them whenever they're doing a live, because I never leave a live with James and Emily from Ready Set Keto without a smile on my face. I love them guys. I wish them the best. And I want to, I need to call him. It's been a while since I talked to him on the phone, but hopefully you'll see some good stuff, man. They're great folks. I love them a lot. I appreciate them. And I enjoy hanging out with them, and hopefully we meet real soon. And encourage them, man. Encourage them. I definitely have them on here. Matter of fact, I'll contact them not long from now, and find out if they want to come on. If they do, they're more than welcome to come on anytime they want to. Oh, don't forget to hit that like. Yeah, hit that like button for me. Thank you so much for that, Amy. Yeah, hit that like button. If you haven't hit it already, if you hadn't hit the subscribe button now, it would be a great time to do that. If you see the little thing down in the corner, the little YouTube symbol, you can click. I think most of the time you can click on that. It'll take you to the subscription. As I mentioned before, if you own an iPhone, you can't join the channel membership through that for whatever reason. You'll have to go to the description where I have a link to the membership, the tribe group. that a lot of people are because for whatever reason, iPhone doesn't have the option to join. If you see these folks with the little green, their names are highlighted in green. That's they had to go through the link as well. And let's see here. I appreciate all that. I am so far behind, man. I'm just now at 7:20. We've been on here for 50 minutes. I'm so far behind. Thank you guys for hitting the like. Any thoughts on glyphosate connection to the standard American diet? Nope. I think I answered that already, my friend. Do you realize how close you are to having 10,000 subscribers outside? Yes, I'm humbled by that. Like, honestly, I'll be 100% honest with you, Mama Bear. I did not think that anybody, I thought I would come on to YouTube, make a couple videos and and that would be it. I didn't think very many people would want to hear it, but I appreciate all you folks listening. I appreciate the support because it does help me a lot, because, I have seen a lot of success. I've seen a lot of great things happen. I've got to talk to a lot of great people, and it's extremely humbling to me. And at the same time, like, it keeps me accountable, and it pushes me even further because I've gotten so many emails. I've gotten so many encouraging messages. I've gotten so many thoughts from people and ideas from people that have contacted me just saying, hey, I am where you were, and I appreciate what you're doing. I've had so many people. I have had a few naysayers, honestly. I had, somebody made a video talking junk about me because I share my faith, but it's not going to stop. So that's just where I'm at. There's two things in my life that's very important to me: carnivore diet and Jesus. And that's the two things that I'm going to talk about. And I appreciate the support, and I love all the people that have messaged me and mentioned those things. And for the people that don't like it, I'm sorry. I'm not forcing my opinion on you. I'm just sharing my journey and what works for me. And we can agree to disagree. We can get along, whatever. But dude, it's extremely humbling. And so I do. It's humbling to me, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate you guys sharing it, liking it, loving it. And all you guys are, you guys are what makes it happen. So definitely appreciate that. My buddy Mike, Angel say I rarely give advice, but here I'll do my patients by regular speak, coworkers and doctors. Yeah, absolutely. Let me hit that real quick. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Honestly, I learned from y'all. I do a lot of research now. Absolutely. And you coming along. I want to get you on for a video. I want to talk with you from your perspective. So we'll definitely make that happen. I done told you about that. That. I just got to make time in my schedule and get it happening. So Mike, today is my 3 months on carnivore, the magic milestone many people speak of. Feeling great. That's awesome, buddy. Congratulations to you. That's another one, man. Like I said earlier, got to get you on. I appreciate you, brother. Congratulations on 3 months. You stay strong and keep pushing forward, brother. Linda, electrolytes are important. Absolutely. Carnivore Crusade, have you ever seen a vegan? Let's see here. Have you ever seen a vegan that sadly passed away from starvation? Carnivore is the only diet I have been on that hasn't made me metabolically sick. We have to be loud to prevent those kinds of deaths. Oh, absolutely. I agree with that 100%. I don't, I'm not, I try to, honest to God, I try to be more about what I'm for rather than what I'm against. I'm not, obviously, none of us are coming out against other people. However, you're not going to give your body the nutrition that you need eating that way. And there's so many people that don't realize it, and so many people that are hurting themselves. And I hate to see those things happening. And my heart goes out to them, the deception that is, that's happening, because a lot of those people have this ideology that they've fallen into and try to eat that way. And that's a decision that they had to make. I'm not mad at them, but at the same time, like, they need to be informed with the truth. And the proper human diet is fatty meats, fatty ruminants, and protein. And that's what your body needs to function correctly. So I agree. Yeah, you got to be loud as you can, stand up for it, and share it by example. That's what I believe in 100%. Brian, greetings.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I hope y'all heard that. Siri's talking to me. Oh my!
Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars now playing.
No, that's not what I said. Me and Apple's about to have a knockdown drag out today. That's hilarious. I hope you guys heard that. When I get down to the comments, y'all got to tell me if y'all heard that. Like I was talking to y'all, and all of a sudden, Siri popped up. Siri, never mind. I got to disable all that. Technology is going to haunt me. It's going to be the death of me. Oh, the carnivore diet. Then I'm 310 pounds. Breakfast steak, 4 to 5 scrambled egg. Yeah, absolutely. There you go. And that's one of the things I like about the community sharing. You know, you guys helping each other out in the comments and sharing amongst yourselves. Absolutely 100%. So much good advice. It's good stuff. Let's see. Let's see if there's questions. Let me slide through and hit. Let's see. Tell that fruity boy Paul. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. So like I remember watching Paul Saladino before he actually started the fruit and honey thing. You know, he was actually still talking about regular carnivore back whenever I watched him, and then he completely reversed on me. So I don't know, man. I ain't mad at the guy, but like at the same time, like I don't know how you switch up, brother. Like, doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. He floats it. Let's see here. Is just eating pork okay? I mean, if that's what you want to eat, I don't think it's fat enough. I don't think pig, you're not going to get the ruminant fatty meat and nutrients from pork that you're going to get from a fatty or ruminant meat. If that's what you like, eat mostly pork, but I would add in some other things to get some better nutrients. But you know, if that's what you like and that's what you want to eat the most of, I just honestly don't feel like you're going to get the best nutrients and you're not going to feel as good eating that way. But I mean, you could try. What I found, man, I just don't like pork that much. Like even bacon, I love bacon. I used to only like bacon, but the more I started eating beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, the less I wanted bacon. I will have it occasionally, but I just personally, I don't like it as much because your taste buds change so much throughout this process. At least mine did. Yours may not. But you know, pork's on the plan. If that's what you want to eat and you can, you know, you feel great doing it, then absolutely do what you got to do. But I don't think you're going to like it just eating pork as much as you think. But, that's like I said, that's your thing. That's your thing. Can you expand on the coffee and Dr. Chafee or direct me to that interview? Yeah, like he's mentioned that a few times. Matter of fact, I think it's the first interview that I did with him. It was just me and him. The one where he talked about cancer as well. The very first interview was back in April, around the 20th of April. Just me and him on the channel. Maybe it was the third week in April. Maybe it was around the end of April. I'm not sure, but it's the very first one. I can message it to you if you're on the Facebooks. I'll just just message me in the group or something. But yeah, he talks about the neurotoxin. He says it's got 150 neurotoxins in it, and that's what it was designed for originally. And so you need to cut it out. He's like, if you want to have the caffeine, get the caffeine pills. You can get them on Amazon for relatively cheap and get the caffeine without the neurotoxins in it. And it's going to be much more healthy. So, but he talks about that. We talked about that a little bit Friday night, I believe, as well. So, but the first one I know for a fact because we were talking about it with just me and him, and we were talking about my thing. Nancy typos. Yeah, I'm sorry. You know, I just didn't get what you're trying to say, but you know, it's all good, my friend. Stay strong. Keep pushing forward. It's all good. Let's see here. Now I know you. Now I rolled my ankle quite bad playing squash. I feel like the injury is healing quicker on carnivore due to my energy levels. I had pushed myself harder and so rolled the ankle harder. Yeah, absolutely, man. I've heard a lot of carnivores talk about that. You know, as far as healing, I have stumped my toe on the bed before when I was going to bed, and like it absolutely, you know how you go into bed, it's dark, and if you're like me, you got stuff piled in your room. And like catch my toe on the wooden part of the bed frame and like just jacks your toe up, feels like you broke it 9 different ways. And then the next morning, like you can't walk on it. I've done that before, and it not even be hurting the next morning. Not that whatever, maybe it is what it is, but I'm the same way. I've noticed that stuff that used to affect my body doesn't affect it the same way anymore as far as healing. The thing's going to be is working out. That soreness from working out, that's what I'm looking forward to getting into, and I've got to get done, man. But now I know you're not from I know you're not from down the street because you said playing squash. Nobody in South Carolina plays squash. You got to be from across the pond, my friend. It's good to see you. Glad you made it tonight too. Holy. Where's the best areas to learn about carnivore lifestyle? The carnivore lifestyle, I would say the best places to get in, it would be inside these groups. Like we can talk about a lot of stuff. We can make a lot of videos. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about and ask the questions, but you're going to learn the most from being in the Facebook groups, getting in, not just mine. I mean, jump in mine. There's lots of people who know lots about this, that share their experience, and lots of knowledgeable people that's been doing it for quite a while, that's doing it now. That's real world experience. At the same time, get in, find you a doctor that you like to watch the most. And it's hard when you're listening to 10 different sources to get all the information from all 10. Find which one that you feel like gets to you the way that you want to. Dr. Barry for me, I fellowship in a lot of different groups, but originally for me, when I was first starting out, it was Dr. Barry. I found Dr. Barry. He was truthful. He wasn't trying to sell me something. He wasn't trying to get me, into this program with shots and pills and all this bull crap. He was just saying, hey, look, try this, do it like this, and this is going to help you. And I mean, it really is like that. Most of what we need, and what I know that I needed and I used and I still use today, and I'm trying to replicate that for other people, is the accountability from being in the community with other people. We can share to you. You can see it's like going to church. It's like going to a conference. It's like all these things. When you go and hear a message, and then you leave and the message stops, when you have notes on it, you learned a lot while you were there, but when you leave, if you're not involved in community, a lot of that gets left behind. You got to put it to practice. So like I would say the best place that we can all learn is in these groups where we can talk about stuff, where if there's communities as far as other people that live in your area, that's where you're going to connect with them more so than anywhere, in these groups, in these communities. And that's why I'm trying to do the Zoom thing, to where I can do two-faced chats, so that it's not just me talking on YouTube, which I love doing. I love communicating with you guys, but in that setting, you guys can at some level talk back. We can see each other face to face, and you could talk and I could talk. Obviously there's got to be structure to that, but that's the best way I feel like there is to learn. And that's what we're trying to make happen. So, Nancy, I'm talking about environmental toxins like Monsanto and glyphosate. Yeah. Like I disagree completely with Monsanto. What do I think it has to do with our food system? I feel like that a lot of the stuff that they're doing to our food system is absolutely horrible. I think that the standard operating procedure for society and the government regulation today is one of the most harmful things that you're ever going to see implemented in the world. I feel like they don't have our best interest in mind, and I don't think they're going to have our best interest in mind. And I think it's extremely important for each one of us to have our best interest in mind. I think that's the key, and that's what we've got to do. I think that they'll do exactly what you'll let them do, and that's exactly what they're doing. And it doesn't matter what they have behind their name, whether it's an R or D or I or whatever, it doesn't matter. You have to care about yourself and your health more than anybody else, because nobody's going to care about it like you do. You have to care about the quality of your food, and you have to look out for it. And, you can't control, none of us are in a position to be able to control what the government's doing to our food, what other people are doing to our food at this point. They've had free reign long enough, and they're going to do what they can do. It's up to us to do it ourselves at this point. That's how I honestly feel about it. The best thing that you can do for yourself and your family and your food, build you a chicken coop in your backyard if you can possibly do that. Get you some chickens and put them out there. Have your own eggs. Get you a cow. Raise you some cows. Learn how to take care of some cows. If you can't do that, make friends with people who can and help them. That's going to be the best way that we're ever going to be able to produce our, good quality food for ourselves. If we can't do that, then the next best thing for us to do is, to shop around and find out, support our local ranchers that are already doing this stuff, that are struggling and having to succumb to a lot of the government regulation because they're coming down hard on them. And if they don't do what they're being told, they're being shut down. People got to stand up and say something. People got to stand up and do something. Do as I say mentality that comes from the top down doesn't work. The grassroots movement has to move, has to stand up, and has to be each and every one of us. That's how I feel about it. Thank you. But I'm gonna love them, and I'm gonna share my life with them, and I'm gonna try to set the example. And that's let's see. Glyphosates in our agriculture. I don't know. Listen, I think I hit that one already. Let's see. Marnie, what's up? What's up? Charlie, am I the only carnivore who actually hates sweet things? Yeah, man. I think you've asked that one before. You're the longest carnivore in here. You probably 40 years is a long time, buddy. I'm gonna sit down and talk with you one day. We're gonna have to do a video. I've been wanting to talk to you, but absolutely. I'll sit down and talk with you. You've been in the group, you've been commenting in the chats, and we just got to make it happen, man. My schedule's crazy, but I'll be more than happy to sit down and talk with you. I want to see what that 40 years has been like. I want to see the weird thing. You got to tell us the weird things that's happened in 40 years that you didn't realize. Well, I guess if you don't know, you don't know. If you've been eating it that long, no way you remember what it was like before 40 years ago. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you might be the only person that doesn't like sweet. I don't care a whole lot about sweet things, honestly, anymore. Every once in a while, I'll see something that catches my eye, but I think it's mostly my eye. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm going to jump. Let's see. I'm going to scroll through because we've been on here a little over an hour, and I want to make sure if you got a cue by your thing, I'm gonna hit it real quick. Let's see. It didn't even try. Dr. Lustig is a genius. So much info to share. Yeah, I agree. Oh, Barbara asked, how is your new job going? It's a lot, honestly. And I'll be honest with you. And I told my mom this last night. And I talked with my brother about this today for a long time, and I needed to have that talk because I'm learning a lot, and there's a lot of stuff I don't know, and it's a lot of stuff to have to learn. But honestly, the hardest part about it is, when you're a paramedic, and a lot of people who watch this show and a lot of people who have contacted me are paramedics, are police officers, are military people, are first responders. And it's not just me, but a lot of these people who are still doing this job every day are in a position where they're exposed to people's worst day every day. And they're exposed to sights and things that most people can't imagine seeing once in their life, no less every day, all day long. And that does play an emotional role on your brain, and it does things to you. And there's a lot of stuff that I saw that I wish I hadn't seen, but that's the hand we were all dealt, and we do what we do. Dealing with that is another issue. Everything that I've ever seen that's in place to deal with those issues for first responders, as far as mental health, is trash. It's trash. It's CYA. It's covering administrations is what it is. And, I was talking to somebody early on in my channel, messaged me, and I've still got to get back with them. Yet one more thing that I want to do that I haven't had time to do. And I don't even know where to start with it, but it does have my heart. And I think about those guys who are still on the street, still in the ambulance, still in the cop cars, all the first responders, the state troopers, all of our military who's putting their lives on the line every single day. My heart goes out to them because they're still every day getting up and going and doing a job and seeing and being exposed to things. And a lot of times they're the ones that need help and aren't going to get it because mentally they're taking all those calls home with them every night and nobody's checking on them. Nobody's talking to them. Nobody's making sure their mental health is safe. And they may look like they've got it all together, but inside they're struggling. And we've got to do better. And so once you live that life and then you know, in my own personal case, come through that, a lot of the things that I read in these trauma reports throws a lot of those memories back up. So it's been kind of tough in that regard. But as far as the information, I'm remote, so I get to work from home. I am at my house reading the reports. I don't see it in real life, but it is tough because a lot of the things that I read, you know, sometimes I've been on those calls. A lot of the reports that I read on a daily basis are people that I used to work with who are still in the streets at the same place that I used to be at. So, you know, it has its caveats that a lot of people don't realize. And other than that, it's going great. You know, there's a lot of stuff I still have to learn, and hopefully I'll learn it all and be able to excel at my job and do well and whatever. But it's definitely something that I got to take a step back from and take a break from every now and again and just make sure my head's right and my mind's right, because I don't want to end up back where I was 3 years ago, not because my health was bad, but because my mental health gets bad because of what you're facing every day. So I know you didn't ask for all that, but that's kind of where my head's been at the last couple of weeks because I've been dealing with it. So it's definitely something that's been on my mind. Let's see here. But thank you, friend. Thank you for asking. I appreciate you guys' encouragement, support, and I need it. Let's see here. I'm going to skip if I don't see any more cues. Let's see here. Let's see. Aunt Bling, Amanda Carnivorous me suggested to read the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. I just finished it and it is very motivating, inspiring. Yeah, I started reading it too whenever she had mentioned it to me. And so I haven't made it past chapter like 2 or 3 because I got to chapter 2 or 3 and then I rewound it and started over. And I've made it through the same 3 chapters a couple of different times, and I've been taking notes on it and just write every time I get to chapter 3, like the whole part about the bicyclist and changing their methods. When he gets to that section right there, I always get sent back to the very beginning because I'm like, that's so deep. I got to start over. It's definitely a good book. There's a couple of things in there that's definitely stood out to me. I hope the rest of the book's as good as the first 3 chapters. It definitely is something we can pull from. Oh, let's see here. Nancy with the glyphosate. Yeah. On pesticides on all of our agricultural products, including coffee. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's true. So I agree. It's dangerous. We don't need to be ingesting it. Coffee's probably something that I don't need to be ingesting, but I added it back in and I drink it. So best thing we can do is stay away from anything they put pesticides on, I guess. Problem is that's why fatty ruminant meat is going to be the best, because they are not monogastric. They've got mono one. They've got multi-chambered stomachs to filter out all the junk that people are putting out in the world on the stuff that they're supposed to be eating. Oh man, we're an hour and 13 minutes. I'm about to jump off. Let's see here. Do you think you would have lost as much weight if you didn't do intermittent fasting? I don't know. Honestly, I feel like, I asked God to do a work in me that could only be explained if he got the credit for doing it. And I think looking at my example and looking at what I've been able to accomplish, not just with the weight loss, but with the YouTube channel as well. And, getting to talk to you guys and talk with the people that I've talked with in this amount of time, I feel like he's definitely kept his end of the spectrum and his end of the bargain. And hopefully I can keep mine. With his power, I will. But I think that it was something that was an answer to prayer more so than maybe even what I was doing, honestly. But intermittent fasting is something that this is a fast mimicking way of eating. is what carnivore is. It's a fast mimicking way of eating. It's an elimination way of eating. And you're so satiated that I don't think you're going to be able to eat the fat and protein to satiation and not intermittent fast at some level. So that's just kind of where I'm at. I feel like that's definitely something that it becomes easier. So I don't know, but yeah, I didn't really plan it after so long. I didn't have to try, but probably I think I would have ate so much that the meat would have just kept me full, and I wasn't eating as much. I wasn't eating 3 and 4, 5 times a day. Oh, let's see here. There's my mama right there. You was phone calling me a while ago. I got you on camera. I love you too. I appreciate you, and we'll talk soon. Let's see here. I'm gonna jump to the end. You know what, Joyce? I love you, girl. You know, we definitely need to jump in together. I seen your video. I appreciate you. I want you to keep your head up and stay strong, girl. Let's see here. I'm almost done with my ghee container, and we will start making mistakes of beef tallow. And I ordered South Chicago packing Wacko. Yeah, try that Wagyu. I've heard people say it's really good. I think it was Kip that was telling me about that, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's see. I'm about to hit all the way to the end. Let's see. Nancy Chandler, I was researching it this morning. Check it out when you get off your chat. Okay, absolutely. I appreciate the comment. Let's see here. Felicia, I like seeing you with others, but I enjoy watching you alone. Yeah, absolutely. We can cut up and have fun. You know, I enjoy jumping on by myself some, being able to chat with you guys and talk about that. And, you know, it's fun jumping on here. I appreciate you guys tuning in and loving the support and everything. And I appreciate you, friend. We've been traveling this journey for a while together. I hope all's well with you. Do you play piano? No, it's a screen. It's a screen thing. This is not my house. I couldn't afford this house. This is somebody else's house. Yeah, I wish it was. I mean, my house is not. You could put my house in the fireplace. Let's see. Let me move. See that fireplace right there? You could put my house in that fireplace right there. It's one of the screens. I got the green screen thing. I have taken piano. I took piano for 5 years. I can read music. I also played the saxophone for a little bit. I played the guitar for a little bit. I can read music. But it's been years and years and years. So Every Good Boy Does Fine, and I can't remember the other one. The other one, I forget every time, but the treble clef and the bass clefs and all those things. Yeah, I did take and learn a little bit of all that stuff. Mostly now I play the radio. So I wish I could play the piano better and more than I did, but that's definitely not my piano. I wish it was. It's a nice one. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. Absolutely. Lord Jesus and me. Absolutely. 100%. That's the two things that's special to me. Holly said, calm down, Siri. I'm so far behind. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. She's always doing that stuff to me. The other day I was at work and in a meeting on a Teams chat, and my phone was charging over on the nightstand, and all of a sudden it goes off behind me. It scared. There was nobody home. It scared the you know what out of me. I was like, this is crazy. Let's see here. Police said that's a good song. Yeah, I know, right? It's so good. Oh man. Let's see. One more. Let's see. Update. I got my teeth pulled, and it's day 14, healing up well. I'm back eating carnivore now. Still not healed though. Enough to eat steak and ground beef and eggs. Absolutely. Hey, you stay strong. It's going to get better. Hey, the best is yet to come, man. Listen, you get started and the best is yet to come. Thank you for updating this, Art. I appreciate you. I got some good news for you soon, so I'm going to get in touch with you. Let's see. Just real. Where did it go? My program. Nancy said, I misunderstood your question about glyphosate. Yeah, I must have. Absolutely. I may have. I'm sorry if I did. If you'll put it in the comments, we can talk back and forth in the comments about it. after I close the video out. It's already been an hour and 20 minutes, and I'm about to jump off here. If you will type it down there, and I'll make sure to jump on there, and me and you can talk about it for sure. And I'll see if I can come up with a better answer for you. I'm sorry if I misunderstood you. I will try to make it right, my friend. Oh, Alan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. Oh, meaning I really didn't like meat, but I had that much other junk. Yeah, absolutely. See if I don't want to miss anything real big. Let's see. Tracy Webb question: is there any clean vitamin D3 brands you could recommend? I have no earthly idea, but I need some too. My vitamin D level has been low since last year. My doctor told me I needed to take some, and I never have. So I don't, but I need to research it and get on some because I know my vitamin D3. The ones that I did take were just what are those in the Nature's Valley or something? They're the green ones you get at Walmart. I don't know if they're that clean. A lot of those things are not. But we need to look into that. And if anybody watching the video made it this far and knows some about the vitamin D3, please put that clean version in the comments, not in the comments here, but in the comments under the video when the live shuts out, so that it'll be here. I appreciate that. And because not only Tracy Webb here, but I will look at it as well, and I need to find out. I appreciate you. Former LEO here, which is why I went carnivore. I attempted suicide 7/22 after years of work-related trauma. Listen, I appreciate you. Listen, I'm glad that you went carnivore. I know that it's tough, and I hope that things have completely turned around. But please, like me, let's do something together. Let's find something. Let's work together. Let's do something to make a difference in that community, in that area. I don't know what that looks like. We could talk about it. Maybe we don't do anything but talk about it until we recruit more people. Let us not forget about that situation, and let us keep it, keep in mind something to be able to minister to those people and make a difference to the people who are still doing it. Maybe you are as well. And it's not the answer, but I'm so glad to see you on here and jumping in and doing videos. Obviously, Carnivore Crusader. My heart goes out to a lot of those people who are still living that life, and it really does. And there's so many of them and putting in work. But that's it. I'm jumping off. I'm gonna get off here because I'm gonna get all in my feels again. But I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys like the channel, subscribe to the channel, share it with somebody you think it's gonna help. And you guys be back here Friday night. More Q&A. We're gonna have the guys on. We're gonna chat. If you haven't already, check out the link. Check out the membership. Join if you feel like led. Donate to the channel. Check out the Amazon wish list, the buy me a coffees, all those things. Buy the t-shirt. It means a lot to me. If you don't, I'll still love you, but I appreciate all you guys for doing that and all the gifts you've given and all those things as well. And I will see you guys next time. You guys, I love you guys. You guys stay strong. Hit the comments up. Let me know what you thought, and we'll see you guys later. Appreciate you guys. Stay strong. Keep